Good morning, class 6. Today is your first chapter. As you know, you will be reading a new chapter in science, that is chemistry. You have read science. Now there are three parts of science: biology, physics and chemistry. Biology is a part where human lives and other lives is being studied. Physics is also a part of science where physical things are studied. Now, the part which I am doing with you is chemistry. So, what is chemistry? It is this part of science deals with the study of composition, structure, and properties of reactions and substance. The word chemistry is derived from a word alchemy. Now, what does alchemy means? We will explain you afterwards. Chemistry requires lots of experiments. An experiment is a scientific test that is carried out and studied what happens when under certain conditions are used to fulfill conditions are used and fulfilled. Can be fulfillment, can the result will be fulfilled? Can the result be fulfilled as we expected? For instance, something new then is discovered from it. For instance, something new is being discovered from it. Like when being a small kid, if you want to mix ink with red color, then you will discover that a different color is coming out. So that is your way of experiment. But this types of experiment, scientists who is working on chemicals and other things, they try to mix two compounds and find the third compound. During experiments, we studied experimentation. We studied that the properties and composition of the compound along with the reactions and other substance, what is coming out. A scientist discoveries have to be submitted to the scientific community where it has to be accepted as a new invention. These discoveries are made in the form of theory that has several steps. Now let us see and know how chemistry was discovered. Chemistry, as I told you the word alchemist before it, in Greek it is believed there were four elements: water, earth, air and fire. In Greek philosophers like Aristotle believed that matter is made up of four elements, that is coldness, hotness, wetness and dryness. That means it is related with water, air, earth and fire. Aristotle's idea was influenced by ideas during 300 to 300 BC to AD. Here, alchemists wanted, or if they knowing Aristotle's theory, they wanted to find out various ways that can transfer cheaper metals into gold. Their motive was to change cheaper metals like copper, tin to gold. So they used different substances which they told was like philosopher's stone, which could convert it. Alchemists were also interested in finding the chemical composition that could make people live longer and cure different diseases. But they were not successful. Even the alchemist approach towards chemistry was not systematic, but they made different contributions to this field of chemistry, which includes different discoveries like mercury, which they called as quicksilver, and the preparation of various strong acids. Now, during the 16th century, this extraction of metals from other majors from ores was one of the major contributions that they have made, and it was known as metallurgy. The iron pillar which we find in India in Qutub Minar is an example, and this is a very big example of India's skill of metallurgy. metallurgical skill of India, that today, still today, the iron is so pure and no rust is being seen on it. Scientists firmly say that it is very difficult to produce such iron even in small quantities using electrolytes. Now these things are new, you will know later. So we can say that in India also different metals were used and a good scientific way of metals were used. Metal working was done in olden days, that we can see from the stories where we see they used to use sword, arrow, which was made of metal. So this tells us that in early time also our people were quite aware about this metal things and how to work on it. Okay, this much for today. Thank you.